What's up fellow hunters, Nox here, hope you're all having a great day. Today we have episode 1 of my layered armor / fashion hunter sets. Every episode will feature 8 different armors. I will showcase each set, say a few words about it, and then show you the exact color pigments I used. Let's get right into it. First up, the Oasis Punk. I love this one. I'm using the diver's mask, Bishatin mail, leather gloves, diver's belt, and the Puke greaves. I've always been kind of fascinated by the look of steampunk and dystopian worlds in games and movies. Plus, really liking the oasis spots in desert maps made me want to recreate a look themed around those things. For the color pigments, you can see all the exact numbers over to the right. We have a lot of brown tones to represent the sand and the dunes, some blue for the hard to find water, and a few accents of already built in green that represent the hardcore plants who survive in the desert. You can use the chapter select or timestamps to skip ahead to the next set if you don't want to see the exact color pigments. Bloodwolf Prince. This one's a tribute to one of my all-time favorite Studio Ghibli movies, Princess Mononoke. I'm using the fox mask, bone mail, rider gloves, remobra belt, and the rider greaves. Sorry if it's a bit tricky to recreate exactly. She wears a very distinctive red mask in the movie as well. Loved it as a kid and still love it now. All of the Studio Ghibli movies, by the way. Pigments are super simple. We have some light brown for the ear part of the mask, and everything else uses the same tone of blood red. The Kamura Rebels. This layered set was inspired by old school delinquent themed anime and urban streetwear. You might have seen a few of these in the build videos. I'm using the Kamura headscarf, Dobra mail, Nargacuga braces, remobra belt, and the Narwa's foot. You'll also see a version with the Ibushi legs here due to a color scheme. This one gives you a lot of color customization options that work really well. You can see the exact colors I used on the right. I just started by making all parts black, then picked one color I liked and worked it in. You can also go full neon orange or yellow for example, which looks pretty cool as well. Heavy Infantry. As the name suggests, this one's a bit bulkier than the previous ones. The look goes super well with both heavy and light bowguns. I'm using the Puke helm, Scalda thorax, Tetranodon braces, Puke coil, and Tetranodon greaves. I went for a mix of a juggernaut and sniper look. The Scalda and Tetranodon parts for armor, the Puke parts for utility and stealth. The green on this set just comes from the chosen armor pieces. I went for a gold brown to go with the other accents of the pieces. But you can, for example, also go full green, which looks really good as well. If you're enjoying the video so far or find it helpful, your thumbs up would be greatly appreciated and helps out the channel. Frostrunner. I've always liked snowy or frozen maps in Monster Hunter, so I definitely had to make a layered armor themed around it. I'm using the Utsushi mask, leather vest, Kamura braces, leather belt, and Kadachi greaves. My thoughts here were to create a look that keeps out the cold, but also keeps the hunter functional in an icy environment. The pigments are super simple. After messing around with them for a bit, I decided to go with the same frosty light blue for everything. It just fit the best. The Iron Ranger. This one I absolutely love using in the flooded forest. I'm using the Slagoth hood, hunter's mail, chainmail gloves, chainmail belt, and chainmail pants. I took some obvious inspiration from Lord of the Rings, as well as many other fantasy worlds that have ranger class characters in them. This one looks awesome with bows, sword and shields, and dual blades for example. Aside from the light part on the hood, I used a lot of dark green tones and a bit of black to make it all come together. Kamura Elite. One of my favorites and kind of a more battle-focused look compared to the Rebel. I'm using the Utsushi mask, Kamura garb, Kamura braces, remobra belt, and the Ibushi's foot. The look pretty much says it all. The fashionable ninja hunter elite of Kamura village headed out for the next quest in style. The colors for this one are highly customizable. I personally went for a gold tone to accommodate the gold on the Kamura parts. The Golden Lion. A layered set I really enjoy using with longswords. I'm using the Basil helm, Golden Haori, Bone Van braces, Droth coil, and the Sinister greaves. Inspiration for this came from multiple things in Japanese culture as well as anime and me just messing around with different parts. My initial name for this one was Noble Courage, due to the vibes I feel the gold, white, and grey colors give off together. There are of course many colors that will look great on all of these. Use whatever speaks to you. Hope you guys enjoyed this, or maybe even found some inspiration for your own layered armor and fashion hunter sets. If you like this kind of content and tips on everything Monster Hunter related, hit that subscribe button to stay tuned for more. Share the information with our fellow hunters and leave any form of feedback you have for me in the comments below. Thanks again for watching, take care, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.